Hi there, everybody. Welcome to another album review. My name is Christian Eschbach. Hey, everyone. I'm dressed nice and comfortably, keeping warm on this cold American Thanksgiving morning that I'm recording this on, which doesn't really matter to me because I'm Canadian and I'm reviewing, I believe, a English artist. Harry Styles, everyone. I got into this one thinking that it was gonna turn into another Buggy Eyelash, and oh wait, look at check the insides here. That's pretty cool. So I did. I got into this thinking it was going to be another Buggy Eyelash. I had heard I think one or two Harry Styles songs along the way. One of them is on here, and that's Watermelon and Sugar. And I really thought I was just going to go on a trash rant. And that's not the case at all. After listening to this, I actually will say that I might go pick up some Harry Styles. This is not mine. This is out of Gavin's collection, like everything else I've been covering. It feels like lately, at least for the last few reviews. Buggy Eyelash was definitely Gavin. A couple other ones in there. No, I got access to his vinyl, so I might as well use it, right? All right. I'm going to start with the negative side. The negative side is all right. So I made this gripe when I did the Billie Eilish album there, Buggy Eyelash, as I like to call her. If you can look, you'll see there's this huge empty, wasted space, and there is a major difference between this and the Buggy Eyelash album. Okay. You could definitely take that one album and strip it down and easily pull out a bunch of tracks and cut it down to one album, no problem. This one, on the other hand, is actually good. But I think what artists really need to start doing is they need to start saving some tracks for the next album. Like seriously, if artists are really going to be serious about going back to doing vinyl, first off, you don't need to do double vinyl. Double vinyl used to be for when you were doing something really special, something really spectacular. And a proper double vinyl should be a whole compact disc, meaning it should be 74 minutes, possibly 78 minutes if you've got one of the ones that really push the limits. This is only about 60-ish minutes, give or take. Or maybe divide it up a little bit better. I'm not sure. I can't even say that because I actually like the track order the way it was done. And speaking of, let's get into that. So side A, you got Golden, which really kicks off the album beautifully. I mean, just really starts the album with the right energy, right everything. I'm not a fan of the style of music, but right energy. Then you got Watermelon Sugar. Same thing. It's a little more dancey for me. Not bad, it's not crazy like going EDM or anything like that, but it's a little more Soul Train, but without the soul. Disco Train, disco, modern disco. I don't know. Robbie Williams is where I'm thinking. Like that was that first thing I went to with that. Adore You's okay. It starts changing formats a little bit here, and then Lights Up. I didn't really care for Lights Up. It didn't do anything for me. Now, I actually consider side A to be the weakest side of this album. And most of it is because, honestly, Adore You's okay. Lights Up, like I said, just doesn't do too much for me. Golden and Watermelon Sugar are both okay, but I'm not a fan of the genre of music. So for me, Okay, let me rephrase that. Golden and Watermelon Sugar are not just okay; they're actually really good for their genre, for the that kind of dance disco-y, modern disco-y kind of vibe to it. Man, I could really roller skate to these songs, you know. So they do their job really well that way. You know, if I was a DJ at my local roller rink, I would happily put these tracks on. Um, Side B, you got Cherry, Falling, To Be So Lonely, and She. And when you get into this part of the album really feels a lot more inspired by um, classic rock, you know. The folksy, non heavy side of classic rock. Like, not folk, but, you know, like, the only other contemporary I could compare it to would be White Stripes, early White Stripes. A lot of that vibe actually. Side B, side C, and side D. Early White Stripes would be definitely my comparison point to it, with much higher production value than early White Stripes would have had. The production is really what makes this album. I'm going to be completely honest with you there. Because when I go through and I look at the liner notes and how many people are involved with every single song and everything like that, now most of the songs had four writers on each song. And when I look at all the music involved, it's kind of easy to see. I'm going to say a lot of that had to do with lyrical content, you know, just rewrites in the lyrics and whatnot. You know, but the instrumentation in some cases gets really complex. In other ones, it's kind of like, eh. What really, honestly turned me around on Harry Styles to the point where, okay, I'm going to have to go check out some actual stuff is the song She. Last song on side B. Now, side B is pretty good most of the way through. Oh, when I was thinking of other contemporaries, City in Color. City in Color or Early White Stripes. Those are the two contemporaries I'm going with here. And except for on she really had some great instrumentation on it, man. Like some really good stuff. Like the soloing that was going on in there was just like, whoa, hello. So I really got into that one. Then you get to side C. You got Sunflower Volume 6, Canyon Moon, Treat People with Kindness. This part really falls a lot more under that City in Color kind of vibe. And then side D is one song, Fine Line, and I really enjoyed Fine Line. I thought it was a great tune. Um, if you like City in Color, there's a good possibility you will dig on this. If you dig early White Stripes, there's a good possibility. If you like White Stripes slash Jack White in general, I think there is a good possibility you would dig on this. Um, I think the double vinyl is silly. Um, I really think. Okay, honestly, Golden Watermelon, Adore You, and Lights Up. You take those four out, maybe work on the arrangements, see if you can work on the arrangements. Maybe I'd work on the arrangements. I have to take a detailed look at the times, and unfortunately, I don't have the times on here, so I can't map it out. If I did a detailed look at the times, I'd probably map it out, and I would probably cut this down to one and leave all those other ones for the next album, and or singles. This is the thing: is now that we're back in an age where, okay, the two most popular forms right now for music are either digital or vinyl. You know, compact disc is making a comeback, but it's not there yet. It's gonna come back. It's definitely coming back as people want to go back more to physical media again. And I think that there could have been a great EP on this out of this, like one fantastic, amazing album and one incredible EP. If we were dealing just with compact disc, I'd have no complaints. But we're not dealing with compact disc. And when most artists are putting albums together now, compact disc is not what's the concept going on. So I really think that there should have been like just 4 singles, like classic old style, like with the Beatles, where they just release singles, have a single and have a B-side on it. That would be great, just start bringing those back. Because for digital, singles work perfectly fine. Compact disc singles work fine as well. I own some compact disc singles. And I don't know. That's my only complaint, is I really don't like that it's a double vinyl and how much of that second vinyl is wasted space. I really have issues with that, especially with everything that goes into vinyl production and whatnot. Like the vinyl itself, it's not exactly made up of the most healthy chemicals on the planet. I mean, I really love it and whatnot, but got to be fair, got to be honest, right? Of all, actually, I don't know what would be worse, that or cassette. That's a good question. Environmentally speaking, that's a good question. If you know the answer to that one, that's what the comments for. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Would I recommend this album? Yes, I would actually recommend this album. If, like I said, if you like early White Stripes, if you like City in Color, definitely. If you're an 80s Bowie fan, you might dig on this too. I can see an 80s Bowie fan digging on this. Early 80s Bowie fan. Anyways, let me know what you think, folks. That's what the comment section is for. Let me know down below. When you're down in the comments, you're going to see there's a couple links in there that I've posted. Feel free to check those out. Hit the like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. Helps me out, helps you out. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.